What I remember the most was the area before the gas chamber and into the gas chamber. And about every 10 yards or so was a survivor telling his story. So you'd have these little groups of people with an older man telling his story. And I remember one guy in particular, he was standing in front of a replica of what the camp looked like at the time. And he said, I lived here, this was my barrack, and my parents were over here somewhere, and we had to stand at attention in this open area, and we had to stand at attention for hours in the rain and the snow, any conditions and the heat. And if you moved, you'd get shot. And then he would tell that story, and he said, you used to walk over here, and we ate, well, we didn't have anything to eat, but, you know, this was kind of an area for eating, and this, and so, and then he said, yeah, and the Todesstiegen, the stairs of death, we had to carry up huge boulders, and we had to do this for days and hours and hours. And I said, well, why did you survive? What made you a survivor? Why are we talking right here? And right now? And he said, well, at the time I was 16 years old and I was in the absolute top physical shape. I was young and I was strong. And he said, you just found tricks of how to survive. You would find a rock or a boulder that maybe had a piece missing, and you would put that missing piece towards your back so the guards couldn't tell that there was a chunk missing from it. So it looked heavy, but it was lighter than it was. So he said every single day there were little tricks to survive and to not get shot. And he spoke to me in English, and he was crying, and he hugged me, and he said, the Americans saved us, and thank you. And I said, well, I'll thank, you know, the generation before me, and then I walked in and walked through the gas chambers, and people were talking about how their families, you know, parents had died here mostly.